college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run it from the gun. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw. Dumps it off in the flats. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustang.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning it on. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Rock Chump! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it. End zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Brewer. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Brewer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Zips it out to his man. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Toss sweep to the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Jackson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Archuk Jayhawk. Great job by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, SMU.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Boom, makes the catch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark it down at the 14.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Brewer. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Brings it into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Brewer. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Leaves it with the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer. Touchdown Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Jayhawks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Jackson gonna throw it. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They just keep firing, using his legs to buy some time. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Breaks the tackle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll toss it. Racing down the left side. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The toss sweep to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And the old school toss play, huh? They just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
22,
Quarterback making adjustments. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Turning it on. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Here we go. Snap it to the back. Still on his feet. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Military stuff. Music note. Music note. Cornhole 88. Cornhole 88.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
6 propane. 6 propane. Cooler.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going. And maybe you can build on it.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Finding an escape route. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Brewer. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll send out the kicker here. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback making checks. Jackson gonna throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Across the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson will throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.